Alaska is a really unique state. If Manhattan had the same population density as Alaska, there would be 16 people living in it. I mean, it makes sense. It's got brutally cold and dark winters, and it's kind of isolated from the rest of the United States. But on the other hand, Alaska produces a ton of value for the United States. It's got a lot of oil, a lot of minerals. It has some of the most valuable airspace for moving goods and cargo. Alaska is a big reason why the United States is a superpower. But if you look at a map, it doesn't make a lot of sense that Alaska is a part of the United States. It seems like it should be a part of Canada or even nearby Russia. As you probably know, Alaska was a part of Russia, but in 1867, Russia decided to sell Alaska to the United States for less than the price of a modern Hollywood blockbuster. So why would Russia sell Alaska for such a comically low amount of money? This is Russia in 1867. It's this giant contiguous landmass from Europe to Asia to North America. But Russia didn't come to Alaska because it looked cool on a map. They came to Alaska because they were in the pursuit of furs. Specifically, they came for otter pelts. Otter pelts were so valuable that one otter pelt alone could pay an entire sailor's yearly wage. Alaska had over 300,000 otters when the Russians arrived, but by the 1850s, almost all of them were gone. Russian colonists were so drawn to the easy money that otters provided that they did not explore their vast Alaskan territories for other valuable things. By the 1850s, Alaska was becoming a major drain for the Russians. Not many Russians lived there, it was expensive to defend, and it wasn't generating much revenue. Meanwhile, Britain had their eyes on the territory since they felt like it would round out their possessions in Canada. What really accelerated things was that in 1853, Britain and Russia fought the Crimean War against each other. Russia was militarily humiliated and economically ruined in the aftermath. This brought the Alaska question to the forefront because the Russians realized, hey, if we fight another war with Britain, they're just going to take Alaska and then they're going to be right next to the territories that we care about. That's when the idea of selling to the United States came up. Russia and the United States were actually good friends at the time, and Russia much preferred to have the United States next door to them than Great Britain. That's definitely not a sentiment they felt in the future. Unfortunately, the timing wasn't great because of the whole American Civil War thing. It wasn't until 1867 that a deal could be made. The Secretary of State, William Seward, pushed for it as a way of distracting the country from the divisions around Reconstruction. During an all-night negotiation with the Russian ambassador, Seward haggled for the price. The Russians wanted $10 billion, Seward wanted to buy $5. They settled on $7.2 million, which is about $120 million today. The Americans paid by check. Here's a picture of that check. Originally, the Americans found about as much use for Alaska as the Russians had. Some people called it Seward's Folly or Seward's Icebox. That was until 1896 when gold was discovered. Tens of thousands of Americans migrated to Alaska, and it became clear that they had purchased something very valuable for a bargain price. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.